Hey everybody, I want to do a upload today, a lesson, just focusing on what's important. Um, you guys out there that have experienced God's power, His love, you know what's important in life, and that's serving the one that saved you. The night that I call out to God, you know, I felt His warmth. I feel His love, still feel His love, and I experienced His supernatural power, to change you in the blink of an eye, and from that moment on, I come to realize, that wow, God is real, and He loves me. So from that moment in time, I became aware of what's important, and the only thing that is important in life is serving the one that saved me, the one that saved you, and singing His praises just as loud as we can to anyone out there that will hear it and believe it, because we want them to experience the same thing as we have. So we know what's important, but we got one little problem, and that's we live in these flesh suits, these temporary tents, and Satan knows how to worm his way in there and try to set his hooks in you and pull your focus away from what's important and get you distracted with all the things in this world, because that's what this world here is designed to do now, is to take your focus off of what's important. It's to distract you with the cares of this world, and he won't hesitate to use family members, friends, ex-wives, ex-husbands to beat you down and to get you to singing that "Woe is me" song instead of singing God's praises. And I've been guilty of that this week. I've let the things of this world beat me down, and it's taken my focus off what's important. I want to share something with you that's an experience, some things that I've experienced in the past couple of weeks that Satan has used to take my focus off what's important. And my sole purpose for doing this is so that you can learn from my mistakes, and we can all benefit from each other's experiences and how we persevere. I'm not doing this for a pity party or to get sympathy, because there's so many other people out there who are struggling with far worse things than I've had to. A couple of weeks ago, I get a call from a family member, and they're wanting me to loan them money, and I didn't have the money to give them. And instead of just saying, okay, well, thank you anyway, I love you, instead of that, I get cussed out and hung up on. And this is a family member that I love with all my heart. And all I could do was pray, but that was, have my shield up, and that's boom, I got hit once. And then a few days later, I come to realize that apparently an application that I sent in to a mission group to be accepted to go to Colombia on a mission trip to preach the gospel has been rejected. The only reason conclusion that I can come to, a reason it's been rejected, is my past. Your past will always jump up and bite you. It's a good thing Jesus Christ doesn't pay any attention to our past anymore, but unfortunately this carnal world does. But that's okay, but that was blow number 2, And And then a few days after that, I get a call from my ex-wife telling me that she's met someone new. And that's something that I was over. I was finished with that part of my life months ago. But that was blow number 3. And by the time I received that third blow, I was already weak. And even though I was over that part of my life, it still hurt, and it still got that hook in there and took my focus off what's important, and that's singing God's praises and serving the one that saved me. As long as we're in these suits, we're going to battle with the flesh. But the one in us is more powerful than the one that is in this world, that is in this carnal world. And as long as we stay in the Spirit and stay focused on God's power, God will pull us through. We just have to remember that Satan, he's going to use anything and everything, even the kitchen sink, to take our focus away on what's important. I can't stress enough to stay in prayer, to stay in spirit, and remember that everything in this world is secondary. Any blessings that we receive in this world is a gift from God. And we always give God all the glory, first and foremost, before we focus on anything else in this world. If we just stay focused on God, everything else will fall in place. But we just have to remember what's important. I love you guys. God bless you all.